All here now. Very good.
I gave them a bit of a fright because I farted just before I came on stage. I'm really sorry. That's why they came out with a bit of a rush.
Couldn't wait to get out of there.
Did you do...
A lesser performer would have kept that to herself.
I should have been nominated, but I wasn't. I was very angry about it. It was a very good film called The Age of Innocence.
Oh, yes.
And I was marvellous in it. But...
Yes, you said, I remember.
I was.
No, it was Martin Scorsese. It was a very posh film.
And the reason that I wasn't nominated was because of Winona Ryder. And I don't like her. I really...
She stole your Oscar nomination.
But what happened was she was nominated as a supporting actress instead of being nominated as a leading actress.
Right, yeah.
And if she'd jolly well kept herself to herself and been a leading actress, they would have nominated me as a supporting.
Ooh, that bitch.
Absolutely. I was livid.
I've heard she's very gassy as well.
I was actually... I'm sorry to talk about myself, but it's all right.
It's a chat show. It's a chat show.
It's a chat show, and I haven't got anything to sell except myself.
No,
and,
that's
you know,
fine.
so one does the best one can.
How much?
To you? Almost nothing. I was the first person to say that word on television, and it was in University Challenge.
Is this true, Miriam?
It's absolutely true. I know most people think it was Ken...
I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's a quiz show in which universities are pitted against each other in general knowledge questions.
It's like Wheel of Fortune, but for grown-ups.
I see.
No, it's incredibly hard. It's really tough questions.
Were you on that? Who were you competing for?
Newnham College, Cambridge.
And you brought shame on their name.
I did.
So it would have been Margolyes, Newman College, and then...
well, I got a question wrong, and I went... and they bleeped me out, so you saw my face going... Nothing actually came out.
Did it look as if the team below were doing something untoward to you?
The King's Speech, that was the film.
It was.
That was the film.
It was.
That horrid film, The Social Network, I absolutely hated it. Hated it.
But how'd you really feel about it?
That's really how I feel.
Yeah.
I thought they were all absolute arseholes, all of them. Yes, because it's a team, and one must put oneself absolutely there and part of it.
You did the Harry Potter. How many Harry Potters did you do?
I've been in two Harry Potters.
So what's that like with all those people on the set? I mean, I know a lot of times you don't sort of cross each other on the set, you know.
Look, Harry Potter is the same as any other film when you're doing it.
Yeah.
It's afterwards that you get all the adulation and fuss and frenzy. But when you're doing it, it's just a film. And, and they're lovely people. They're lovely people.
But you guys are all on the set together.
Yes.
You must have a great time together.
I like Maggie Smith.
Yeah.
She's great. I didn't like the one that died.
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris.
Yeah.
He was grumpy, but he wasn't well, so maybe that made him... Yeah. I should be kinder about it.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
But nobody needed cheering up on the set. When they needed cheering up... When I was in Reds with Warren Beatty...
Yes.
Now, he is grumpy.
He's grumpy.
He really is grumpy.
Really?
And so I mooned at him.
You did?
Yeah.
Did that cheer him up?
Yeah.
You learn, don't you, love?
And on Age of Innocence, Martin Scorsese.
Did you moon him?
No, I didn't moon him. I did these instead, yes. It was a long day, and we'd done the costume parade, you know, at the beginning. Yeah. And they were tired and a bit listless, and so...
Sorry, what are we talking about now?
Yeah.
The crew.
Oh, not the...
I thought you were talking about...
No. They're never tired or listless.
No.
They might list, but they don't get listless. So I just flung off my brassiere.
I heard you killed two guys.
I wounded them. I didn't kill them.
They died with smiles on their faces.
But you don't do this with the children in Harry Potter, that's all right.
No.
No.
You have to be very careful, actually, with the children. And they made a rule that I had to give a penny, or maybe it was £1, I can't remember really, to the World Wildlife Fund if I swore.
That's nice.
And Really, they did very well that year.
Wales were saved.
Not gay, and sometimes people who aren't gay are better at being gay than people who are.
Oh, it's a shame. It's a shame you're not gay because you'd be so good at it.
I know.
But it's true, isn't it?
No, I know what you mean. Yes, there's a certain distance. There's a distance.
An objectivity.
There's an objectivity.
Somewhere.
There's a perspective that maybe you wouldn't have.
I don't like playing lesbians. I am a lesbian, but I don't like playing them. I loathe kissing women, for example, on stage or on screen. Absolutely loathe it. Right. And I tell you why, and I'm quite serious. It's because I don't want them to think that I fancy them.
Right.
Can you understand that?
Yes, I can. Yeah. Well, that's exactly why I don't play lesbians on stage.
But what is that? I'm nervous of asking you this. But what...
No, please don't be.
OK.
Because I will answer.
I know, that's what makes me nervous. OK. What is the story about you meeting an American man in Cambridge?
When I was a student?
Yes.
Yeah. That was before I was a lesbian. I was just, I was sorting myself out.
Yes.
And, as you do, at university. And I was on my bike, because we cycled.
Over the cobbles, I would imagine.
Dyke on a bike, and...
Anyone say it?
And we stopped at the traffic lights. And I looked to the left or the right, whatever it was, and there was a car, an open car, with an American soldier inside. And something crazy took hold of me then. You know that feeling.
I've got it right now.
And I said, would you like to follow me to my college and I'll suck you off?
You knew you recognised it from somewhere.
Exactly. I was still in knee pants at the time. Anyway, go ahead. Finish that story.
I think we know what happened.
Right. Yeah, right.
The really interesting thing was he afterwards, and I should explain, I thought I was being a good girl because a bad girl would have had intercourse.
With a random stranger from the street. For sure.
Well, I still think it was the right thing to do.
I'm sure he felt the same way.
Yeah. Well,
anyway, after it was all over, he said, could I come back next week? Because I've got some friends here.
I'd like to be on one of your shows that will actually air.
I'm exhausted. I don't think I have any stories, Graham.
No.